that you. Your heart is a magnet, I'm coming at you. Girl, you're my target, I'm aiming at you. You're a comet, I'm trying to catch you. We can break any rule they ever taught you. Forget about anything they ever bought you. Cause me and you don't need a lot in this world to get by. Plus you know
E-Gaming Bets. We accept bets on computer games online since 2011. Referral system for regular users and the first deposit bonus. Gaming devices store and the best choice of payment systems. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, Counter-Strike and StarCraft, World of Tanks and League of Legends. EGB.com. You know for sure who's going to win.
G2A.com, the best video game store ever! Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck. What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember G2A.com, the best video game store ever!
Hello everybody, welcome back.
What's up?
It's DotaPit G2 by G2A Season 4. Put that in whatever way you want to, and that's how you do an introduction. I don't know what that was.
You dropping it? Are you petting it? Are you... I don't know what... Yeah. Sometimes, Toby, I don't know where to go with the things that you do or say.
Neither do
I'm
I.
like, I'm like, I don't know where to go with this. Quick, get into the game, go. See, if the game's going on right there, I would be like, and so we have Hellraisers going into the Roshan pit right now, but I don't have a draft to work with, so I'm just like,
oh, you poor thing, Cap. You poor thing. This is what the people asked for, though. This is what they asked for. They wanted to see it from the first band, the first pick. That's what they wanted to see. And we try and give the people what they want, Cap. This is all about for the people.
I wonder what the meta is going to look like 2 to 4 weeks from now, after like MDL goes on and like some more tournament time gets played in and people have sort of fleshed out the meta a little bit more, is it going to look the same as? Is it going to look more Alliance-y, if you know, for lack of a better word? Is it going to look like the way that Alliance drafted at Starladder, or is there going to be some sort of pushback here? Because I'm looking at the first 2 pickups and I'm thinking in my head, you know, is Lone Druid ever going to, you know, see a consistent 1-2 ban? It really seems like teams are like okay with that hero. They're like, we can counter it in certain ways. I personally, I've been on this bandwagon for a long time now, ever since the hero got put into CM. I really think that he's perhaps just too strong to deal with sometimes. I really do believe that he's like first pick material.
But at the same time, like, is he one of those heroes you let through thinking, okay, I think I can deal with it, and if they don't take it, then we'll take it anyway because we can make it work? So you try and ban out other things which are a little bit too powerful. Like, I can understand taking out Earth Spirit as well as Invoker because teams just have real difficulty playing up against these heroes. Their control factors are just way too much.
Yeah.
But then Power Rangers then kind of countered that point by banning out the VS and the Bane.
Remaining.
Yeah, there was like
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about those 2 bans, right? Because I don't see either one of them being like really super high profile. I think Vengeful Spirit is going to be one of the stronger heroes. The patch, it works like if you have a team that can run the safe lane farming Vengeful Spirit and also play a really good support Vengeful Spirit, I think that it's one of the stronger heroes. I think it's pretty damn good at countering some of the quote-unquote meta heroes. Good versus Bat Rider. It's going to be shown to be, I think, decently strong versus Lone Druid. It's a catch-out hero for maybe Nature's Prophet. But Chen Nature's Prophet. But this is what I'm talking about, right? Is 2 to 3 weeks from now, as more tournaments go on, are we still going to see these same like 3 and then throw in Bat Rider and what's another one of the heroes that we saw a lot at Starladder? It's probably a support I'm missing. Are we going to see more Enchantresses? Because that hero is disgusting. Anyway.
You know, I would be fine with the Enchantresses if people stuck to their timing pushes.
5 seconds remaining.
Because I agree, that hero is absolutely disgusting when you hit around the 25-minute mark. And you're just pushing down building after building, and you're just spamming out impetus after impetus. And then you give us something like Ether Lens as well. And you're like, okay, what...
It's the funniest...
What do you do?
No, Dragonlance. It's the funniest...
Sorry, Dragonlance.
Yeah, it's the funniest thing, though. I was playing 5-stack with Blitz last night.
10 seconds remaining.
And we're playing against an Enchantress. I'm like, man, this hero is so strong.
back.
I'm playing offlane Faceless Void. I'm getting pretty good farm. And I actually have to, after my Aghanims, go for Silver's Edge. Because what else am I going to do against an Enchantress? You know, I'm like, all right, I'm giving Silver Edge. And Blitz is like, you may need to think about a BKB. And I was like, doesn't stop impetus shots anymore. He's like, it doesn't? He's like, nope, no, it doesn't. Enchantress will wreck your face no matter what kind of item you have. If she's got distance on you, you are screwed. But it hasn't become like one of those consistent pickups on that. I think teams are perhaps just a little bit hesitant because it's something so very new in a way. And I think that it's also better in pub play than it is in competitive. I think that anytime you see those kind of like core Enchantresses, they need to be 4 or 5 pickups. But
there's only a couple of American teams that actually run it, and they run it as an offlaner.
Yeah, it's typically seen as an offlane pickup. Sometimes you see dual offlanes, like the Enchantress Aban is probably one of the more well-known
10 seconds
combos.
remaining.
That's pretty destructive.
5 seconds
the
remaining.
bans, I would say most of the usual suspects here. Witch Doctor is actually pretty damn good versus Lone Druid, but apparently Hellraisers don't want to pick that hero up, and they also ban away the Zeus. I think that's a pretty smart ban with the Lone Druid and Gyrocopter. I think sort of you can see the dots where Power Rangers, if they get a really strong mid-game dominant mid-hero that wins its lane and is able to go from there, then you're just going to get run over by the Gyrocopter plus, in this case, Zeus.
Even
then Lone
like
Druid
like
pushes
Zeus,
down your
the
towers.
Zeus puck matchup always seems to be a little bit more
10
favorable to the
seconds
Zeus as
remaining.
well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You can only phase shift once, and he can just keep arc lightning
5
spamming.
seconds
Yeah, and if he
remaining.
just stop spams his main lightning bolt, then you can't do anything
Reserve
about
time.
it. The old puck where you could right-click phase shift, it was okay, but it still wasn't great.
I kind of feel like I'm looking at Alliance.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like I know we brought them up a hell of a lot, but they're influencing the meta so heavily right now.
oh yeah, there's a reason to talk about Alliance so much, is because they look so dominant against EG, and it was mostly seen in the draft. It was like both drafts, it just felt really comfortable for Alliance.
See, it's funny though. If you look back, like, because I didn't get to watch the games live. Unfortunately, my sleeping pattern was not there to allow me to watch it live. But I did go back and I checked out the two most important things. One was the game, and two was the Meatboat Girls dancing on the Starlighter stream. If you haven't seen that, it's brilliant. It's ludicrous. Amazing. Two most important things in my life.
Oh my god.
You expect nothing less, Cap.
That's true. That's true, Toby.
You got the reaction every time. Oh my god, cosplay. It's, I never saw that one coming.
No, you know what? That's not fair, Toby. That's not fair.
Yeah, it is.
I don't expect nothing less. I expect more from you, Toby.
What?
And then you're like, nah, cosplay girls, man.
They were. Yeah, I'd just be happy to reference the picture they had with the Vengeful Spirit cosplay.
Oh my god.
But those who want to see that, you can dig. Lost the point now.
We have a bounty hunter.
We do.
Bounty hunter's pretty good at roaming on puck.
Not bad at roaming a
10
puck.
seconds
Normally, he's meant to
remaining.
interfere with a Chen though, but
Oh yeah. That's the thing. He's going to be like,
Radiant
he's going to be
team
soaking from the Chen, rotating onto the puck, soaking on the Chen, rotating up to the off lane or something to harass the Oracle.
oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I found my point again. As
Yes.
I'm going back through my own brain. But it's the fact, like, I looked at the draft, and my initial thoughts was, wow, this is really balanced if it's the last patch. Like, everything should be able to work, like,
10
both ways.
seconds
And
remaining.
then I watched the game, like, oh wait, that's not balanced. Things have
5
just changed. The
seconds
mindset, the
remaining.
timings have all changed
Yeah.
so heavily in this patch.
Yeah, things got to be
Dire
kind of
team
fleshed out.
back.
Teams got to figure out. It's not necessarily like about changing the patch too much. While there probably does need to be some tweaks here and there. It's much more, like 90% more about teams changing their mindset and figuring out the
seconds
counters
remaining.
to what is dominant right now.
Man, this lineup is
5
so,
seconds
like, just watching the
remaining.
matchups. You got a full intel lineup here from Hellraisers. A lineup which is capable
Reserve
of
time.
roaming, ganking, and potentially pushing, but we don't know who their number one position will be at the moment. While the Power Rangers lineup could see this coming a little bit with the Chen of the Nature's Prophet, they get Lone
Reserve
Druid who can
time.
take the creep waves off. They got Bounty Hunter who can give them the information
Radiant
beforehand
team
and
back.
potentially set up for ganks on very weak heroes because they're all intel. And then Gyro and DK's counter push is quite strong, and they're also very difficult to gank because the puck can't solo kill a
Dire
DK,
team
and if it
pick.
does solo kill a DK, well, I'm gonna slap my head on this desk.
You need a good physical damage dealer here. Sven was my go-to immediately. That's been banned out. Ursa, not lifestealer. It's okay versus Lone Druid, but it's not good versus Gyrocopter or Dragonite. But Ursa's okay. Damn, I need to pull up the list of heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
Just you get a better idea of what's left and
5
what can be
seconds
picked up.
remaining.
Because I think if you have the control of Ember
Reserve time.
Spirit I think it's just they're going to get run over too quickly. You need a fighting hero. Wraith King is not bad. Wraith King's not bad.
I'd be worried though that Wraith King would just end up getting kited if you.
Lycan is actually another one. That's pretty damn decent with both Nature's Prophet and Puck. It's sort of like the Howl works kind of in the way that Drone Ranger used to work with Puck,
Oh,
in
what?
that you can increase that damage. Ooh, Terrorblade! All right, Toby, I'm
Radiant
going to be a little bit
team
lost
pick.
here because I do not have a good grasp on this hero
The new
and when it's
Terrorblade?
strong and when it's bad. I honestly don't. It's.
Well, in that case, Cap, we can learn together during this game.
I will tell you though, because I've faced against this combo too. Oracle Huskar, pretty goddamn disgusting if you do use it right. Oracle Slark, it's alright, it can work. It sometimes it has its small gimmicky things, but it's not amazing. Oracle Terrorblade is kind of gimmicky, because it ensures if Oracle uses the ultimate to save Terrorblade at the right time, he's like guaranteed he gets off his ultimate, right?
Time.
Yeah.
It's like you have 7 to 9 seconds based on the duration or
That
the
means you
level
should
of-
be able. That means you'll survive every time too.
Yeah,
right?
it's like 7 to 9 seconds you should be able to sunder. I'm not sure what the whole interaction is going to be from there. I think it's still normal. Your HP would go up to be what it would be, but all the damage that's been inflicted up to that point is still going to hit you, so maybe you still die.
So you just need enough life to survive the damage, which is being delayed.
Yeah.
That's it.
But,
Because I sent you a message last night about another interaction with that. It was
oh, it was with Maledict?
yeah,
Yeah,
malediction and sunder.
Yeah, it's about a Maledict is about like HP loss, not damage dealt.
Yeah.
So if you get like this massive heal, like say you've taken crap tons of damage, but all of a sudden Omni Knight with Refresher comes in and is like boom, double heal and pops an ultimate as well. Maledict's not going to do very much damage, no matter how much damage it actually dealt to you, because it's based off of what the loss of HP that you've endured, rather than how much damage has been dealt to you.
Yeah.
Prepare for battle.
Which is what the difference is between him and Oracle with that. Because that's what my brain first went to. It's just like, oh, well, he'll just survive. When it's like, actually, no.
So this is something that like Ake's been doing almost every single game. TPing out, throwing down a ward. This ward, the first time I saw Ake throw it down, I was like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, Bubbles like, somebody was like, 1 for 3-7, I think it was, is that block? And I was like, no way. I was like, no way. And Bubbles like, yeah, it does. I was like, oh man. The camp box is huge for this.
That
game.
looks so wrong though. Like,
Yeah.
that looks wrong.
Yeah, the camp it goes something like.
What's your special markers you use? Wait, does the camp box actually reach the top hillside, like that little edge?
Huh?
Does the box actually reach the hillside?
No,
That's just
that
where
was
the
just bad
drawing is
drawing.
going.
That was just bad drawing.
Okay.
I am not a very artistic person, Toby. I could not draw a straight line if my life depended on it.
I like how both teams do exactly the same thing, though.
Oh, rough stuff. Look at that. The counter ward already there preemptively.
But the bright side, Big Num will know where not to run.
And Shachlo is gonna.
Sad thing
I
is,
wonder why he threw it so far to the right. It's just kind of interesting to me. Normally I would have figured you would have put it further to the left. But, yep. So that ward's gonna go bye-bye. Bignum still getting some harassment onto Gotham. Part of the problem for a bounty hunter in tracking down a Chen is going to be the fact that, well, I guess not in this case because he's blocked out one of the camps. He's going to rotate over. That Chen can play off of both sides of the jungle now.
No.
I would like to welcome to you the new courier. It's a Chen model, sponsored by Hellraisers, stopping bounty hunter from getting any kind of snipe off. He brought a salve out to the puck.
Yeah, this is the sad life of the Chen.
At this point, if you goddamn, like, you almost just want to like get the hell out. It's like, okay, if the bounty is chasing me, I move to a position where I can just disappear from the world, smoke up, and then just go for a gank. Because he's knocking me out of farm in the jungle. Like the bounty will just leech everything, and he only just fuels the fire of the bounty hunter.
But yeah, because this camp is blocked, and he can't try and play off of both sides of the jungle, so now. Well, let's steal Bignum. Get a little damage on it. What? Did Gotham just throw down that ward in order to block that path? Holy cow, that was actually so clutch.
I'm sorry, I was looking the opposite
Did he
direction.
do that or Bignum did that? I don't know.
Well, who had the Ironwood branch?
I'm actually not sure.
I want to go back and look at that thing now. I'm sorry, people of the stream. Camera to us.
Or maybe the bounty hunter just really screwed up.
Alright, so you've got a farming Terrorblade up on top. He's not keeping up with the Gyrocopter at the moment. There's been a little bit of weird creep pulling that's been coming out from the Lone Druid. And trying to be countered by the Oracle. And Shashlo on this off lane. This is where I'm interested to see if he does just go directly into the phase boots or if he feels like he needs to be a little bit tankier in this lane.
Alright, I was wrong.
You're
Chen,
wrong.
yeah, Chen did not make a clutch play. Bounty Hunter screwed himself up and blocked himself. Bottom lane Furion.
There's no flag out though.
He's not dead.
Can't dive underneath the tower.
That's hilarious to me.
So I did actually end up seeing it on the camera, did I? Because my eyes didn't.
No. I was looking back at the stream to figure out who had the Ironwood branch. The answer is Bounty Hunter.
Okay.
So he blocked his own area of retreat and took like probably an extra 150 damage.
Okay. Whoops.
Here I wanted to praise the Chen.
Could have been an amazing play, but really, it was just crap. Well, Shashlo, miss pulls. He does, however, have a triple stack there now. We still haven't had the first blood. And in fact, are they looking to try it? They're chasing up the Cheshire Cat. Undershock's got a lot of damage here, but the body blocking from the bear is giving Cheshire Cat the space, but not enough.
Wow.
Undershock will claim the first blood, and Big Num, he also doesn't have Invis, so he'll also go down. A double kill to the Terrorblade. You have just fed the demon.
Yeah, you can't play that far forward. If you know that Terrorblade has his Metamorphosis back up, you can't play forward unless you have your Savage Roar. That's one of the big things is that defensive dual lanes and tri-lanes playing against an off-lane lone druid have to play around the Savage Roar timing. You need to go in, force out Savage Roar, and then go in again in the next 10 to 20 seconds and try and force that gank again while that pseudo-escape mechanism that we were talking about is on cooldown. Bingnum's going to be in a good place to get damage on Afo here.
Yeah, but he's also got a Chen coming down on him, and with the silence, that bear's not going to get in range for a clap, or maybe he can't have the guess clap. But the rune still does go the way of the puck, so he manages to burn through enough of the ball charges before the Breathe Fire connects. It's a level 3 Breathe Fire too, so it had kill potential. And are they going to do the little tricky?
Drop the orb. Boop. Heal. Right back in.
Classy.
That immediately undoes everything the Bounty Hunter just worked for.
Yeah.
He was trying to set the Dragon Eye up for
this is
for success, because as soon as the Dragon Eye gets level 6 and has mana, if Afo's that low, it's like guaranteed kill.
There's also more and more space as well. Shashlo's running out of space. He's just going to TP out and hope he survives. He will. But it's the fact the Bounty Hunter also, because he died in the top lane, obviously to the Terrorblade, and then fails to do this. The Chen instantly walked to the jungle. After that kill in the top lane, like goddamn, he just like legged it for a camp. Got as much farm as he could. Again, then the Bounty Hunter takes a lot of damage. He instantly went into the jungle to farm up.
An article of faith.
And he's actually starting his rotation. If he gets the positioning on this, potentially they can actually kill off this Radiant Courier.
He's not getting off the... He can't really gank. Maybe he could kill the Courier. That would be pretty insane if he does, but there's unfortunately not the right creeps for him to gank.
He can get it on the way back out again.
Maybe.
Like, it's already taken a little bit of damage on the wave, and that's got Cheshire Cat's boots in it, so
got
yeah, it's going to fly directly over the top of him. One more attack, and he'll get it.
Courier has been killed.
So goddamn just lost his boots. Sorry, not goddamn. Cheshire Cat.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean, honestly, a Spirit Blade, like the Lone Druid's doing nothing but farming with Iron Talon anyway, so... Not that big of a loss for Power Rangers, but Hellraisers are taking good control of the map. Chen, I think, got him identified pretty well what to do against the Bounty Hunter that's harassing him. Try to move around, back and forth. Opened up that camp on the right-hand side, I think was pretty important, because you need to bounce back and forth between the two.
Can they actually force it underneath this tower? Like, if J4 comes up like this, the cooldown's already going to go to work on the side, but it's chasing up to Shasha, but the problem's over on the left. Is Chen being engaged on, but he has enough nuke damage that he kills off the Lion before his own death. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, they actually get revenge kills, so Gyrocopter as well as the Lion will end up going down with a nice rotation in from the Oracle. Bignum was looking for an opportunity on that Nature's Prophet, but Shashlo playing defensive again, backing himself out.
Man, Gyro just playing too far forward. That was the nukes of the Oracle coming into play because the Furion didn't even have his level 6 yet. He got level 6 off of that kill, so that was Gyrocopter just being a bit too far forward without regen.
Meanwhile, north of the wall, Terrorblade is just beaten through that T1 tower. And the Lion's having to use mana drain to get out of this. Hello, bottom lane. Oracle. He actually gets the kill over the Gyro. I'm not quite sure if he popped from this, but he'll trigger the dust, which reveals Big Num. No, he'll end up surviving through it. And then that Hellbear smash. Yeah, they can. They're just going to keep the vision on him. The clap will connect. And maybe the heal is actually working now against the Oracle.
Yellow Warrior, he kind of screwed that up. I think he needed to hold on to Fortune's End just a bit longer to ensure that the Ursa Bear would get close enough for the clap, because that would ensure the kill.
Well, the clap's still connected though, didn't it?
It
looked like the damage still connected, and then the heal kicked in.
Well, either way, he probably should have. I think it was the distance. Okay, they still get the kill. Seriously, respect the Oracle, guys. Don't stick around at low HP. That's not a good idea.
It wasn't just the Oracle. It was Test of Faith as well from the Chen. He got doubly blown.
Yeah, that's pure damage nukes coming in.
Oh, Shashlo. He can still just TP out of this one. But he's trying to steal all the camps and just cause interference on Power Rangers' side of the map. Well, what a start for Hellraisers. Like, you're 7 for 1, you got a 5k gold advantage 8 minutes in. It's 2.5k on the experience graph.
Yeah, Gotham's really impressing with the way he's handling Chen in this game. This could be the start of like a future first ban when you're going up against Hellraisers. Just the way he's playing it, I think he's made the right moves despite the pressure. Like when three heroes were surrounding him, you know, he turned on the lane, got that kill. Now he's they got the stun. The long-range stone from the Mud Golem.
Even then, I think he was still dead because he would die for the Dream Core breaking when his TP ended.
Yeah, maybe.
They just had to do enough damage to get the kill. But Hellraisers now, like, this lineup is becoming more and more sustainable. The fact you've also got the double Arcane boots with Hand of God, plus everything else that Yellow Warrior brings as the Oracle. They got Never-Ending Life coming their way. Undershock's in a position where, like, he's completely bypassed on the Sunder, and maybe that is something we should have a look at, because we need to learn a little bit from this with the Terrorblade build. I guess it's just a tower trade-off right now, tier 1 for tier 1. But he went for a 2-4-2 build.
Yeah, so in my head I was kind of thinking about why the Terrorblade was picked up over some of the other heroes I mentioned. Because I felt like they needed to have an intense physical damage dealer that would combo well with the Puck's disables. And for me, I immediately thought of like Ursa or Lycan, those kind of heroes. But I think the Terrorblade with the Oracle is actually just as powerful, perhaps even more powerful than the Oracle Ursa against the Oracle.
Wow, here they go. The cooldown's going to go to work. Puck doesn't have face shift available, but he's just been given life by his Oracle. That life will now be expended, but the damage done during it, actually, no, it won't. He still survived. He bounced over. Big Num, well, if he goes for this, he'll lose his life. Afro,
the send back!
Send him back.
Oh, he
everybody.
Oh, and he comes right back with a full bottle, too. Add insult to injury, he's back up to full HP with Oracle there. Holy cow, HR just outclassing Power Rangers so goddamn hard.
It's not even like new tricks, like they're pulling back every single classical trick with the Puck to do this kind of stuff, and like it just looks so good for Big Num that just hit him and just get the kill. But it's a level 4 bounty hunter. Like he doesn't even have the follow-up damage with a high-level Shuriken toss.
I know we like really keep hitting on the Oracle, but I'm going to bring him up once again, guys. This is why Oracle is a really good counter to the Gyrocopter. The reason we're talking about it so much is because he is a new hero, and I think that everybody is still kind of learning what he brings to the table. And one of the big things is Oracle is a direct counter to Gyrocopter in many ways, because Gyrocopter brings so much magic damage in the first 25 minutes of the game. That's his biggest strength. That's why he takes over the game. That's why he was so popular in previous metas, because he was one of the few positions that could just like get aggressive at 10 minutes and never really stop, because he was able to fight so early. But Oracle counters that, just with Fate's Edict being able to prevent all that magic damage coming in. And obviously, Gyrocopter is going to be looking to only focus down one hero with that magic damage. So Oracle just puts a stopper in that, prevents the Gyrocopter from getting aggressive as he wants to. And plus, you add the fact that Gyrocopter is,
here they go. Puck's been waiting for this for the last minute. Like, it was underneath the tier 1 tower. Now Terrorblade just sent straight back out of the fight. Goddamn. He is fairly injured, but Shashlo with the Sprout keeps the bear away. He comes through with the Iron Talon. Finally, Lion's going to end something. And he does it with the finger of death. As I don't know if that courier really planned to come in that far. Aphro's attack, well, I don't know if I want to follow the action or follow the courier kill.
The courier dies.
Okay, yeah, we followed both. As goddamn starts nuking down to the gyrocopter. They don't have enough damage anymore to kill him off as he gets back underneath his own tier 1 tower. But the bounty hunter kept the pressure on. Now Cheshire Cat's a little bit too deep. He has a resummon of Marble on the bear, but with that jaunt forward, actually he's not going to jaunt forward, not with General TPing in. Aphro decided not to overcommit. They only lost one hero, which was the Oracle, and it committed something as nuking as the finger of death.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And you still take out the tier 2 tower. This Terrorblade's got so much. He's got 7.7k net worth. Like, what do we got? There's a mech on the courier for goddamn. There's the Yasha flying out for Undershock.
This is what I was talking about as well. Like, Terrorblade, there's multiple ways to use the Terrorblade ultimate. So when you save him with the Oracle almost survived because Undershock, I believe he was turning around to sunder the Oracle, knowing that YOLO Warrior was in trouble, and knowing that he also had enough heals to be able to survive thanks to the Oracle's false promise plus purifying flames. So he was going to save the Oracle and be saved by the Oracle at the same time. But that's the other thing, right? I was talking about the fact that, like, any of these agility heroes that, like, are massively magic damage heavy, one of the biggest downsides is that they are very susceptible to nukes. It's usually offset by early BKBs, but Oracle comes online pretty damn fast.
Cheshire's down. And they're going to get another one too. It's J4. He thought he could have had a crack, and, well, maybe when Big Gnome comes in, they'll get more. The Dire Sentry was down, so there was no way that Big Gnome could really help out his teammate. And they're just losing quick heroes in succession, and this is completely out of control now. Like, the Terrorblade is beyond huge for this point of the game. The Chen's keeping everyone alive.
Radiant's
General has no
top
presence.
tower is
Like,
under
he's still
attack.
trying to get a Blink Dagger onto this Dragon Knight, which I assume is his idea. Because they don't have any initiation. Like, they can't rely on the Lion. This Lion's never going to get a Blink Dagger. Or if he does, he's just going to pop the second he jumps in.
Radiant's top tower has
Well,
fallen.
he'll either get the Blink Dagger now, he'll get the Shadow Blade in like 300 gold, or no, more than that. Either Blink Dagger, Shadow Blade, or he goes BKB. Honestly, I don't think he has a good choice for his first item. It would have been like a really fast Shadow Blade against Puck in an even game is actually really effective for Dragon Knight, but
this Puck's already too big.
it's just the fact that Hellraisers are really grouped up that you're not going to have the kind of... Because when you have Shadow Blade or Blink Dagger on Dragon Knight, his biggest advantage is that single target stun that's so long duration. So he moves around the map, he's able to set up like really great pickoffs, especially on the squishier, more mobile heroes like Puck or the supports who are really damn squishy early on. But unfortunately, this is going to be Hellraiser staying up for the most part. Maybe getting a pickoff like on Big Gnome.
No. Maybe the other way around. Chargelo came up by himself while the rest of them were going for Roshan. You could say space created, because now Power Rangers are definitely not looking at Roshan.
Roshan has
But you
fallen
still,
to the
yeah.
dark.
This will also mean Manta coming in pretty soon for Undershock. I don't know. Is Manta really... I don't think Manta's the pickup, to be honest. I think
it'll break you free of Entangle and having to have something like a BKB.
that's true, but I think the AoE of the
Dire's top
gyrocopter
tower
mixed
is
with the
under
fact that
attack.
you don't have a whole lot of HP yet, I would almost rather see him build like Yasha, and because his farm is going so well, go straight for the Scotty. But I'm sure
It's
gonna
also
be
the
Manta.
illusion play. Because like the Lion's been removing a couple of his illusions, so when he goes into Metamorphosis, normally you want to have like that huge, big army just attacking in. Hello, J4. Goodbye, J4. Can they pick up the bear as well? Like, Cheshika's TPing out, but at least
yeah,
they can
they
take the bear with him. Like, there's a resummon in 6 seconds. They just gotta keep the damage on it.
Oh no,
1
Yellow
second.
Warrior.
No! It was enough time for Cheshika to get it back out again.
He queued the wrong unit. If he queues the bear, I think they kill it. But threw it on a Treant instead. Big off on recovery. He doesn't have his BKB yet, so he's dead.
This opens up the base now. 40 seconds without a gyrocopter.
Yeah,
you
maybe
going?
with
Oh.
Undershock having that Manta coming in, he could just throw illusion since the gyrocopter's down. They won't have a real easy way to clean this up immediately, so he should get some pretty decent damage with this Metamorphosis Manta.
This Puck really has no fear. Afro, he's going to orb, doesn't phase shift combo with it, so the Bounty Hunter will get the pick off. They had the extra help there to get the stun in, but on top lane, now you see that push coming in. The Metamorphosis is
Radiant
already going to go to work.
structures are fortified.
He's going to create as many copies of himself as possible. As he waits out for the right timing of the Mana Style. They've almost picked off the tier 3 towers. They just Hadouken through the creeps
Radiant's
over towards the
top tower
Bounty Hunter on the
has
side. And right now the Lone Druid, all he can help do is bring down that Chen army. The Trags are doing some good work, and then Oracle, he can't stay alive long enough, but the million Rex already gone down. We're 17 minutes in, you just claim a Rax. Remember that Thunder is also available here from the Terrorblade, which you will use over on the Lion. Giving himself a little bit more life as Shashlo, trying to outrun the Bear for the moment. With the phase boots and the drum charge, you might be capable of doing it. The Dragon Tail's on over on the Terrorblade. That's going to be the bigger kill. Actually switching his treads up. The Aegis Immortal will now trigger as Shashlo dies over on the side, but they're beating him more help. And it's going to be Afro back to the fight, joining Undershock, the line to fall, and then a double Dream Call, catching out the Bounty Hunter as well as the Dragon Knight. The Dragon Knight TP's back safely. The Bounty Hunter will not be so lucky though.
Great recovery from Hellraisers there. That was actually a pretty disastrous fight in a way because they were so far ahead and they were about to lose so many hero kills. It's like they gave a little bit too much to Power Rangers if they had lost Undershock there. But with the Boots of Travels in and then the Furion coming back in to provide that extra support,
Radiant's top
they
barracks
played
are
that
under attack.
pretty damn well.
Recovery's going to try this again.
Radiant's top
Call down onto the creep wave. They get the Dragon Tail stun over on the Oracle, but the Blink Fog from Afro follows up with the Silence. They're going to go for the long range hit on the DK, but he can't be controlled enough. Recovery's just getting nuked and forced back a little bit, but right now Hellraisers, they don't need to get involved in these fights. Just back up. Like, he just took out a top Rax in under 20 minutes. I like how they're also dispelling track with Fortune's End.
Yep, I mean it's a fairly spammable nuke once you have it maxed out, 6 seconds. So you can just throw it around on your allies when you've got this much extra farm.
It really
he's
feels
already
like
got
Ice
Aether
Rock just
Lens
hates Bounty
and
Hunter.
Urn.
Like, you got a Baden as well as Oracle in the game now, like in the meta at least. And like the Bounty Hunter can't keep a track on to save his life.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you could say Ice Frog hates him, Toby, because that hero is still a hero, despite those
Radiant's
things
bottom
happening.
tower
So
is under attack.
I think it just goes to show how powerful that bounty was for so long.
They're going to loop around. He's still got Hand of God available. Undershock being protected by YOLO Warrior. He starts the Fortune's End, keeping the Dragon Knight out of the fight and wasting that time on his Dragon form. And then the Dream Call Recovery also not in the great position. There's no BKB on him. Chen got to get the Hand of God off. Able to do so as well as the Meg Charge. He can't stay alive long enough, however. Apo inside the Radiant base. He's got no friends in there with him. In fact, they're still trying to battle on the front lines up against bears as well as dragons. But they get that Fortune's End lockdown over on the General. They need a little bit more damage, however, and they managed to get it. The Oracle spamming out so many Fortune's End. Now the Finger of Death finally is able to get a kill. It's going to be over on the puck as Recovery turns on the flag cannon, but then Sunder removes almost all of his life. He has to instantly retreat, allowing Undershock to bring down that bottom tier 3 tower. They put the Bear back onto the front lines. They may all be tracked up for the moment, but Oracle, well, he gets revenge onto that line for his fallen comrade. With the call down, they're losing a little bit of life on the creep wave as well as the heroes that have that healing power of the Chen. But when you've got an Oracle, what more do you need? Like, you lose your Nature's Prophet, and he did buy back previously, so they're not going to play at this. Let's just get the hell out. And
Looks
now
like
they actually use the creep to body block.
They're still going to pick up YOLO Warrior here. Undershock should just abandon him.
Are they?
The best that YOLO Warrior can do
He's going to
is
get sent back.
make sure...
He's going to get mech sent back. The entangle.
Oh my
We don't
God.
Get it. Goddamn will try the TP. They're able to just to pull him back in again with that Savage Roar. So Goddamn will sacrifice his life for the Oracle. But at this point, Oracle's worth more because he's actually worth a kill streak.
Yeah. I was going to say the best you can do at that point, I thought, was just purge off the track right before you die. This is pretty concerning for me. Hellraisers will like almost guaranteed still win this game and everything else, but their play as a team is a little bit concerning for me and like kind of their future, because I do feel that's 2 fights in a row where they've just sort of forced it and it's been kind of sloppy, and the only reason that they came out on top was because they were so far ahead. Right? If they weren't, 10 grand ahead by that first fight at the top lane, I think they really would have lost most of the ground that they gained in the first 15 minutes of the game.
Well, you can show the swing you're talking about when you look at the experience graph, because that's the one that has swung back up again.
Yeah. You can see, I mean, the effect of those kills, the fact that, like, if Puck doesn't have enough, right, to be able to do that play where he boots and travels into the top lane and they have that secondary fight around Undershock's second life, if they don't have that, then Undershock just dies. It's another large amount of golden experience that comes in. Maybe it's just because they feel so in control of the game, but I would say against tougher opponents, Hellraisers will not be able to make the same kind of plays. They won't be this far ahead in net worth and experience against the enemy team, and if they make those same kind of, like, almost YOLO-ish, like, let's just end the game, go straight through the front door, and who cares what sort of traps are set up, they're going to get rebuffed really hard and lose their advantage. So I'm fairly certain, like, Hellraisers, they definitely still have this in the bag. They can still sit back, farm up Scotty on Undershock. The Puck still has a lot of growth. It looks like he's going to be going Scythe rather than, say, an Aghanims build, which is fine there. Furion's, like, full right-click menace at this point in time with that completed Mjolnir. So I think that's completely fine, but again, against tougher opponents, I don't think they'll have the same kind of opportunities.
Probably. But at the same time, that's also the mindset of the team, isn't it? Like, you understand who you're up against, and you're like, you know what, we trashed them in game 1, we feel so superior with that draft here in game 2. Like, after that double kill on the Terrorblade, I'm fairly certain Undershock was feeling immortal.
Yeah, but I would say, like, when I've watched Tier 1 teams play against, like, some of the, like,
were these Tier 1 CIS
3s,
teams you're talking about, though?
I mean, yes and no. I would say, like, if I were to watch VP play, I think VP, while they definitely struggled at, you know, going high ground, that's just the thing they struggle with, they would still play it, I think, pretty controlled and more disciplined than I'm seeing Hellraisers.
A prize.
That being said, Hellraiser's individual skill is definitely shining here. They play pretty well around each other as a team. You see a lot of individual plays that are fairly top-notch.
The combos also, like, just the synergy of pairs seems to work nicely.
I mean, when I look at this team, that's what I think of, too, is individual skill. I think Afo is, like, very talented player. Like, I think he's a great mid. Shotchlo has always impressed me as well. I think he's one of the other, like, CIS, like, almost pub star-ish play, where you could just, like, take control of the game solo. Those two I immediately think of. Gotham's definitely impressed, I think, on some of his Chen play this game and how he's reacted to pressure. And here we go.
Oh, they've already taken out the
Oh, okay, so this is an example, right? Roshan is spawning right now, but they're still going to push uphill.
And they're going to lose the 5 if they're not careful. Yellow Warrior gets caught out in the front lines. Recovery gets the BKB and flat cannon duration off. Oracle will pop at this point, unless someone wants to try and sunder and keep him alive, but he'll actually hold the back lines, and I'm completely wrong. He actually ends up living through it all. What is this? The Puck actually balled back and jaunted and beat himself back in again. So they're just going to call the GG call. That's it. Hellraisers, they took down the 2 big cores of Power Rangers, and at that point, there was no answer.
Well, Hellraisers, looking about where I would kind of place them. I think Power Rangers, the name of the past. If you expected the Power Rangers where they were, like, kind of at their heyday, that has been gone for a long time now.
It has.
Hellraisers.
But they also had, like FNG was a huge part of that team when they had that heyday.
Sure. I would say Hellraisers, like, their individual talent will carry them through most of these, like, Tier 2 or Tier 3 teams. But I will be more interested to see how Hellraisers stand up against
they have
the better teams where they're not able to claim such an early advantage.
They have Team Liquid and Alliance in this pool of teams.
Alliance will be kind of interesting just because of the way that HR have adopted so many of those Alliance heroes. Nature's Prophet, Chen, and Puck picked up in this game.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun scramble to see who gets what in the drafting phase, and also if Alliance are the one-trick pony. Like, yeah, the draft fits their pony, but, like, they got to try and find something else as well.
I think there's just, like, when I'm looking at it, and I'm just, even if you have, like, if you ban out the right heroes in the first 1-2 and you pick the right hero as your first pick, you still have so much that Alliance can get in their first 1-2 picks. I think there is enough depth to Alliance that while their playstyle is going to perhaps remain kind of similar throughout this patch, I think there's enough versatility. Yeah, there's enough heroes that you can work the same kind of strategy around with. But yeah, I think that Hellraiser's Alliance match will actually be one of the ones that I'm more interested in, just to see how Hellraisers do against it.
Well, you get that one in a few days. Hellraisers versus Alliance. That actually happens on the 20th, so that's that's next week's games by the looks of it. No. That's in 2 days' time. We're fine. Yeah, so in 2 days' time you get to watch that one. Okay. For now, though, we do have another game coming up. It's scheduled to begin a little bit later, like we're looking at 40 minutes or so, but we might begin a little bit sooner than that. But Empire will be going up against Stark. That's the next game, and I really want to see how Team Empire is going to handle themselves as well. It's been a while, and the Empire has definitely had a couple of Death Stars blowing up. So they need to find some way back into this game.
Is Empire going to slip down the path that Na'Vi has gone? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
What, Oblivion?
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll have a break. We'll be back. Whoops. Later on.
Tell me lies so easily. They fall out your mouth as you speak. Keep falling down. I don't wanna play your silly games, but I know that I can't change who you are. Now I know you made me lose control. You took my mind. You took my mind. Now I know you made me lose control. You took my mind. You took my mind. burn your cheek when you dwindle here. You be kind and let me go. I'm as timeless as you timeless as you feel. asleep. I've tried avoiding this, but my emotions overcame and took all that I have, all that I have. I'm coming clean. I'm not ashamed to feel what is alive and still very real with who I am, with who I am. And I don't wanna feel like I'm down with your lies. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down with goodbye. I don't wanna feel like I'm down You
can't try to go to sleep. And so in the same way, you have to let yourself wake up. Become liberated.
Stop to breathe, then I might take bring. Would you ever hurt for me? Would you ever hurt for me? Like I hurt for you. Like I hurt for you.